Hey there, guys. As you prepare to go into the new year, and you need to start by establishing a budget. Yes, I said a budget for every single dollar that you have, whether you spend it, you donate it, you save it, or whatever. You need to be accountable for it. You need to make sure that you have a place for it to go and know where your money goes and what you need to cut back on, even to increase like savings. So, how do you do that? Well, I'm going to share with you 10 easy steps for you to follow to make sure that you have all of your money in order for the new year. Keep watching. Hey there, guys, and thanks for joining me here at the Financial Spotlight. I'm Chantrell, and I'm here to give you financial tips and tricks that are going to help you on your road to know your money. And like I said in the beginning, we are talking about setting up your budget and making sure that you're on task, you're on budget, and you're getting your money to work for you and benefit you. So keep on watching. I'm going to take you through all 10 of the ways that you can start doing your budget and easy planning your budget today. Without much further ado, let's get started. Okay, so step 1 is to put all of your bills on your kitchen table, your dining room table, your bed, your desk, on the floor, wherever you have that there's an open space. Put those all out. Examine each one of your bills very closely. What can you eliminate from your cable account to reduce your monthly charge? Can you make changes to your car insurance to make the monthly payments less? I gave a few tips on that in a few videos back. Has your cell phone company tacked on extra charges you didn't authorize, or can you request a refund of a deposit to your electric company? Any of those things, do whatever you can to save a few dollars a month because it all adds up. All right, so step 2, you will set up a dollar for dollar budgeting system. And I know you're saying, Chantrell, how am I going to do that? I'm already living paycheck to paycheck. I can barely afford to live the way I'm doing, but that's fine. I get it. I do. But trust me, try this out for a couple of months. And if you don't like it, then you can go back to your old way, doing things the way you used to do it. But if you like it, I want you to come back on this video and let me know so I can say, I told you so. So a dollar for dollar budgeting system is basically a plan that makes you look at every single dollar that comes in and goes out. And you have control of the flow. So every single dollar that you spend, from a cup of coffee to your car payment, you're going to track it, and you need to delete it from your total income. So I will put a link in the description box to a money tracker that I've put together for you to be able to track those dollars or expenses. And you'll be able to get this going and get the process going so that you can see what you can reduce out of your budget. Okay. Now, use this money tracker with your pens and pencils colored. I usually like to use a black pen, a blue pen, or red pen, a pencil and a highlighter, and then you write down all of your expenses that you spend in different colors. So you're going to use the black pen for expenses that are the same every single month. So those are the regular costs, and then you're going to use the and those would be like rent, car payment. You're going to use the blue for the expenses that change every month. Those are variable expenses. And that would be like your electric bill, your grocery bill. And then you're going to use the red to track unnecessary expenses. So that would be something like paying for the movies or purchasing jewelry or cologne or whatever. Those things are not necessary. Those are not needed items. So you will put those in red. Now, if you find yourself spending more than your estimation, then you, or whatever you estimated the cost for that month, then you need to highlight those expenses. This will give you a clear view of what you should be eliminating from your budget. Now, the third thing you need to do is to budget before the month begins. So, budgeting before the month begins just means that you're doing forward thinking. So, now you know what you get paid every month. And then as you think ahead, you want to ensure that your income is going to the right places. So you want to budget that before the month starts so that you know exactly what you need to pay, what you need to, if you need extra money coming from something from the previous month. And then going forward, you just copy the previous month and then change it wherever it's needed. All right. Now, the fourth thing that you're going to do is know your income. So you have to, in order to get your budget together, you have to know what your income is every month. So it's important to know your income, how often you receive it. Income is everything that you receive in. That could be financial aid, child support, your regular job income, income from a business, income from Poshmark sales, whatever, wherever you get income from, make sure that you know every single amount. Number 5, you are going to determine your fixed expenses. So remember earlier I said the fixed expenses would be in black, and that is the rent, your car payment, the car insurance, the mortgage, those type of things do not change. 9 times out of 10 do not change from month to month. They're basically a fixed cost. This is something that you need to know every single month so you know exactly how to set aside your income to pay for those expenses. Number 6. 6 is going to be where you determine your variable expenses. Now, those variable expenses are the expenses that change from month to month. So that could be your electricity bill, because it might go up or down, water bill. Those type of bills change from month to month based on your usage. So you're going to see what like a normal usage is for you, or a normal payment is for you every month. Maybe you go from $120 a month to $160 a month. So I would budget for $100. I would budget in the higher ranks for $200 a month, actually. And so, yes, you'll have extra money left over, but then you can take that money and put that towards something else. Okay, so number 7 is that you need to budget for your month's events. So if you're setting your budget a month in advance, you're going to look at everything that's coming in the upcoming month. For example, this month, upcoming, well, we're already in December, but just to say you started your budget in November, you did an upcoming budget for December. You know that if you celebrate Christmas, that's gonna fall in December. There might be someone's birthday. You might be decided to take a trip. You might have a conference, an anniversary, any of those things that fall in the month. You want to budget or make your budget based on those events so that you know, okay, I have to spend $50 on a gift, or I have to spend $100 on a plane ticket, or whatever it is that you're purchasing for that month. You need to budget accordingly. Okay, so number 8 is budgeting for your goals. And what I mean by that is, where do you want to be in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years? Do you want to be retired? Do you want to be working? Do you want to live in another country? What are the things that you want to do in those next couple of years or so? So what you have to do is decide on that and then make that your goal with that goal in mind. So you might need to do some investments. So you might need to save $20 a month, $100 a month to invest in something. You might need to put some money away into an IRA account, or you might need to decide, okay, I need to, in the next 5 years, I want to start a business, or whatever it is. You need to save that money aside and start today by putting that money aside and working out a plan. Okay, so if I need $10,000 in 5 years, I divide this 60 months by the 10,000, and then per month this is how much I need to save over those 60 months in order to get the money that I need to start my business or whatever in 5 years. So that's something that you need to start looking at and working on and putting together, because if you make that a part of your budget, it'll be easier for you to say, okay, every month if I make $100 a month, $50 of that is going to go towards my 5-year goal or my 5-year plan. And then that way you'll be able to save and you'll know exactly where money is going. All right, we're on number 9. And number 9 is more about how you're going to be using your dollar for dollar budget. So when I say dollar for dollar, that does not mean that you're going to spend every single dime that you make in the month. But what you are going to do is allocate it or account for it and make sure that it has a place, that it's going somewhere. So either it's going to your expenses or it's going to your savings. It's not going to necessarily just be in limbo and you're not knowing where it's going. So what you want to make sure that at the end of the month, income minus all of your expenses equals 0. So your income might be $100, like I said before. Your expenses should be $100 and everything is 0. Now, when you have expenses, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to spend everything on bills and going out to eat and all of those type of things. You might say, okay, $50 of this is from all of my bills. Then $25 of this is for me to splurge, go out and do those type of things. And then the other 25 is for me to save or to invest or to put away, however you're going to do it. And there, or to donate. Whatever it is that you want to do with your money, you need to make sure that everything has its place. And in order for you to make sure that your money is making money for you, you're going to make sure that it goes where it's supposed to go. So if you're going to make an investment, you need to say, okay, I'm going to set aside $10 a month to be invested in these stocks. And then when you have it in there, you know every single month that $10 is going to go there and you're going to make sure that it's making money for you. And number 10 is saving towards your goal. Now, of course, I already talked about allocating your money, making sure it's going where it needs to go. But earlier I said that, say a bill is say you set aside $200 for a bill, and then you actually end up cutting that bill down to $150. Well, you have a $50 overage that you can take that $50 that you have left over at the end of the month and then put it towards your goal. It's still going towards expenses, but it's an expense that's going to benefit you in the long run. And then the more that you put towards your goals and the goals that you have set out for yourself, then the quicker you'll get to it, and then you can go on to the next goal. But you want to make sure that you get that money, set it aside, put it towards this first goal, and then once you're finished saving or whatever for this one goal, then you're going to move on to the next goal. Okay, guys, so I hope that this information has helped you. I have given you those 10 easy steps to start your budget today. I know that everybody does not learn by watching a video like this or listening. Some people learn by reading. So I will go ahead and put the link to my blog that I wrote about this topic in the description box. And of course, I've already linked, or I'm also going to link the expense tracker in the description box. Go ahead and click on that and download that today so that it can help you start getting control of your money before the new year. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure that you join the Financial Spotlight family by clicking the subscribe button and by joining us here every week on the Financial Spotlight. Thanks for joining me. Bye.